Hey, what's going on with y'all, man? It's Black Balloon coming back with another video, man. Hope y'all having a good day, man. It's Tuesday, and yeah, I got a little something on my mind, right, that I wanted to talk about. Um, you know, and I've been meaning to just like kind of get back on dropping like my spiritual vids throughout the week, just like in between me doing the videos that I edit and put together, the sacrifice series on Sundays and blah, blah, blah. I just want to kind of just get back to, talking to y'all more about different subjects, spirituality and just whatever, you know what I'm saying? Now my channel done grew so much off, the sacrifice vids and shit like that, that mostly that's all the requests that I get, because I got a lot of new subs, like all of my subs from like 20,000 to 50,000 are like mostly off of my sacrifice videos, but this channel was more like when I first started, it was just me talking to y'all, you know what I'm saying, just talking about spirituality and energy and being chosen ones and demons and shit like that, you know what I'm saying. So that's kind of like the basis of where the channel started, you know. I'm glad I was able to like create kind of like a series that just you know gets the channel going, gets people minds going and blah blah blah. It's a good thing to have with the channel, just to kind of like be, you know, um, just to have different content, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not just sitting here, boring y'all every time and, just talking about random shit, so with that being said, it's just me wanting to just come back and just start dropping more of those videos throughout the week, which I am gonna do, because I feel like it's still a lot of stuff to be talked about. And the fact that, like I said, I got a lot of new subs, so a lot of the subs, that I got, y'all may have not went back and seen all of the videos, basically where the channel started from. I always did the sacrifice videos. I just never did them the way that I do now, so like I said, just want to, just keep the conversation going and, just continue to talk about some of the stuff that I feel like, our generation needs help with. You know what I'm saying? Especially, spirituality, because right now at this point, in time that we living in, you know, um, the spiritual awakening is still at its high. It's still like at its peak. It's still a lot of people that's waking up to the truth about life and, you know, um, the truth about spirituality and God and everything. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of brings me to the point of what I wanted to talk about today, as far as, you know, good and evil, and, the duality between good and evil, and basically why, this evil exists in the first place. You see what I'm saying? And, I kind of wanted to talk about this a while back, just kind of never got around to talking about this specific subject. But I was going a little small back and forth with somebody on Instagram. I would say their names, but I don't know how people feel about their names being shouted out on my channel or not. So I'm not gonna say his name, but it was, we just shared a few messages back and forth on Instagram, and it gave me just, it sparked me to just talk about the duality of basically good and evil, and sort of where evil comes from, and why we live in a world of evil and not just a world of like, you know, pure good, where evil doesn't take place. You feel what I'm saying? Like, because if you like me, you've thought about these things before. You know what I'm saying? Like, why why don't we live in a perfect world? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that sounds like a huge fantasy, like a perfect world. You know what I'm saying? Of course, that's a fantasy. You know what I'm saying? But you definitely have to ask yourself, why are things the way that they are? You see what I'm saying? Because some people have certain things happen in their life to where it takes their mind from even believing in God. Or even if they did believe in God, they may have a personal tragedy that happens to them or in their family, that actually, will turn them away from God and will make them look at God and be like, yo, why did you let this happen to my family? Why did you let this happen to me? Why did you let me get sick? You know what I'm saying? Why did you let my mom die? You know, why did you just let a 5-year-old girl get hit by a stray bullet? You see what I'm saying? and we won't get those answers. You see what I'm saying? Like, and let me retrace on that. We won't get those answers from God himself, but it doesn't mean that we can't understand why these type of things happen. You see what I'm saying? It doesn't mean we can't dig into like the root of why humans and the human, like, civilization, why we experience evil. The fact that we have a choice to either live in sin, live in negativity, live in low vibrations, and we have a choice to be beyond that. We have a choice to live on a higher frequency, a higher vibration. We have a choice to accept God. We have a choice to accept evil. We have a choice to accept the devil. We have that choice, and at the base of it, that's where it all starts. And a lot of y'all already know that. A lot of y'all already, about free will. You know that us as humans, God, there had to be like a time before our civilization, meaning me and you, where, maybe God was like doing some kind of trial and error type of thing. You feel what I'm saying? Or, maybe God is just so all knowing and so just him that he knew automatically without even a trial and error that humans need to make a choice in order to accept who he is, or just to accept God, period. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe there was some kind of humans that lived way before us. And, maybe God did have to do a trial and error where he even learned that humans need to experience and have choice to be able to choose him, because that's how God operates. You know what I'm saying? He's not going to, like, God doesn't force anyone to choose him and, to be a light for God or to just believe in God, period. You know what I'm saying? Because at the bottom of it, that's almost like one of the main reasons we live as humans. It's to choose whose side you're going to be on. Like, I'm not trying to make it sound like a negative kind of thing, but that's one of the experiences of being a human, besides just living life and having this, this natural realm and this fleshly experience. Besides that, the other point of it is to choose. You know what I'm saying? If we were all, destined to go with God and be a soldier for God and live with God and do this and do that, then that would have just been the case from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? We would have already been like, innately just like choosing God. You know what I'm saying? We would have no other experience of anything else. You see what I'm saying? And I feel like, it's a really deep topic. It's a really deep topic. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like rather God, if he did a trial and error, maybe he learned that. Or if not, like I said, he just already knew that humans needed to have the choice. You need to experience both. Not even actually have the choice. You need to experience both. You feel what I'm saying? Because we won't, and I actually said this in the DM in the person that I was talking to. We won't understand God. We won't know how to fully accept God into our lives. Some of us won't. Some of us, you know what I'm saying? A good majority of us won't until we have experienced something evil in our lives. So it goes to show you how much light and dark plays off of each other. You see what I'm saying? It goes to show you how much duality, basically just plays off of each other. You need both. You need both as a human. You need both to be balanced. You know what I'm saying? In order for you to, in order for your soul to grow, and then for you to understand how much the light, how much this side is actually what you need, because, and going back to what I said, how most of us won't understand God. We wouldn't be able to accept God unless we knew what this evil side was like. That's like, all right, we grew up in a perfect world. Nothing ever happens. Nothing. You know what I'm saying? No car crash. You don't break a leg. You don't get sick. No sickness, no cancer, no nothing, bro. Nothing. You just grow old and you live a amazing, perfect life. And that's it. That's it. That's it. That shit would get boring. It would get boring as hell. If you just, I know my hair look crazy. If you just lived a perfect, good life, you feel what I'm saying? Like, honestly, at the end of the day, you wouldn't want that kind of life. you would get boring as hell. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's why I say most of us has to experience that evil side of life, those bad things that just happen to you, in order for you to understand, you know, and basically in order for you to understand God. You feel what I'm saying? In order for you to be able to, like, once we maybe actually do transcend to, like, what they call heaven, or some other realm where things are just not the way they are on earth, maybe we'll be able to, you know, live that life and, like, fully enjoy it, because we've already experienced the soul growth needed to live that kind of life. You see what I'm saying? Like, if we've never experienced the opposite of light and the opposite of good, then we would not be able to take on just a whole life of good. You see what I'm saying? Like, I hope I'm explaining it well, because I'm just really trying to show you how much light and dark plays off of each other. You need both as humans. You feel what I'm saying? So no matter how bad it happens, no matter how bad something gets in your life, or no matter how bad something just happened to you, rather a family member died or murdered, like, we can go to the furthest extent, of a child even being murdered. That may have been your child, that may have been your niece, your nephew, or whatever, whatever the case may be. God allows every single thing to happen to you or around you for that exact purpose. Now, it sounds fucking nuts. It sounds insane. Like, why would God allow me, why would God allow my baby sister to be murdered? Why would God allow my mom to catch cancer at 50 years old? You see what I'm saying? Like, we want to blame God because we feel like God is in control of all of these outcomes. You see what I'm saying? Which ultimately, he knows all of the outcomes. And yes, he is in control of those outcomes. But it's something that he allows to happen in order for you to experience it, in order for your soul to experience hurt, trauma, and pain. You know what I'm saying? Because, that's just somebody like me. I went 28 years of my entire life, like, I've experienced crazy shit. I've experienced, some wild shit. You feel what I'm saying? You know, we all have. We all have. But also, those 28 years of my life was like, it was damn near like a breeze. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have nobody in my family die. Not directly. You know what I'm saying? Not in my immediate family. I didn't have anyone get really sick. I didn't have something that just really changed my entire just being as a person. Something that's just so traumatized, it just changes you. I didn't have those things happen. I didn't even really, I told y'all my sick story, cardiologist, checking on the heart. I told y'all all that. I done been, I spent my first night in the hospital at 27. You know what I'm saying? I didn't go through none of that stuff. I went 27, 28 years of just living, a pretty damn good life. And then things started to, like, upend, you know what I'm saying? Things started to change. So it go to show you that we all are gonna experience something. You're gonna experience something, bro. Like, you're gonna experience death. You're gonna experience sickness, something in some form. You know what I'm saying? We don't escape that in life. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of like the basis of duality, of light and dark, and good and evil. You know what I'm saying? So I was just kind of trying to just, explain it in a way to where you can understand, because I know a lot of people, they don't understand why certain things happen in their life, and they don't understand why God allows certain things to happen. You see what I'm saying? And to me, from me just being, who I am, and just kind of having a blessing from God to be able to explain and understand things like this, that's how I feel it happens. You know what I'm saying? I feel like myself, I personally have a great understanding. Well, I've come to have a great understanding of how God works, as far as, how we are here living, on earth. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, like I was saying, I just feel like we have to experience each side of light and dark and good and evil in order for us to basically, be able to graduate, this thing we call life. You know, who knows what's next? I don't know what's next. You know what I'm saying? Nobody knows what's next. Will we even remember this phase of life right here when we get to the next journey? I don't know. No one knows that. But I do know one thing is that everything we're experiencing here is for the next level of life, because y'all already know our souls, that energy, it doesn't die. Y'all already know that it transfers to something else. It's not able to be destroyed unless God destroys it. God is the only one that can destroy your soul. And once that happens, it's it. You won't have life no more. I'm pretty sure you're just being some void. They're just, you won't know. You know what I'm saying? That part, that's way beyond my knowing. You know what I'm saying? And which also, that's why, as humans, we're capped. We're limited to knowing certain things about life and the universe and even God. You know what I'm saying? We're not meant to know everything about God. That's why, number one, that's why this is such in question. Like, why does God allow these things to happen? I just think I have a little bit of the wisdom to be able to understand and explain what I think it is. You know what I'm saying? But I still don't know. I'm not supposed to know. You know what I'm saying? And that's just, it's just what it is. We will never really truly know how God works. And the exact reasoning behind everything that God does. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, we can get close. We can understand 1%. You know what I'm saying? That's about it, honestly. That's what I feel like. You know, so yeah, hopefully I'm kind of hitting on something here and just maybe clearing up some thoughts about it, if you've ever even thought about this topic. You know what I'm saying? Like, why do we live in evil? Why do these sacrifices take place? Why does shit like this happen? You know what I'm saying? Because, to me, they chose their side. The occult, the people that do these kind of sacrifices with, the things that we talk about and the videos that we make on this channel, they chose their side. They got free will to do that. Whatever consequence they suffer after this lifetime is, if there even is a consequence for it, then that's that. You know what I'm saying? And that gets me to a question that's kind of like off topic, but kind of relates to it. A lot of people ask me about, why do they do sacrifices? Why are sacrifices even a thing in the occult, or to the devil or whatever? And this is my answer. And this is basically what it is. The devil mocks God. The devil mocks the Son. So when God tells you to be a living sacrifice, when God tells you, I want you to go on earth and live for me. Live for me. You see what I'm saying? You're a living sacrifice for my Son and me. That's what you do. You live correctly. You live right for me. You feel what I'm saying? You do everything you're doing for me. You're a living sacrifice for God. So, in turn, in opposite, what do you think the devil would want? The devil does the opposite of God. If God wants a living sacrifice, what do you think the devil wants? The devil wants a blood, dead sacrifice. He wants you to die for him. And that's the trick. That's the trick. So that once again sort of explains duality. It explains good versus evil. This world, this natural 3D realm, this world wouldn't exist without good and evil. This world was made off of good and evil. All right, so look, I forgot to put my phone on Do Not Disturb. Somebody messed that part up at the end when I was talking about the world being made for good and evil. This realm, is basically what, is the epitome of good and evil, meaning there's other realms that exist that are not based off the way this realm is based. This is just a stop in time. It's just a peep. It's just a little peep in time. This experience that we have, some of us can come here for 15 years and we're moving on to the next. You see what I'm saying? As long as this earth has been here, or whatever other earths are out there, whatever other realms are out there, it's been millions and millions of years. So this time that we experience is just a bleep. It's on the scale, on the timeline. It's like that. It's a blink of an eye. You here and you gone, and we moving on. So like I was saying, this is what we live in. You know what I'm saying? This is what we're meant to experience here. You know, we're meant to experience good and evil. We may not even experience the devil in the next life, or the next multiple lives. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't want to go off topic. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, y'all already know what's going on, man. I just wanted to come on here and talk to y'all about that. Just get a conversation going about it. See what y'all think in the comments. And have y'all, ever thought about this topic like this before? And so, we got more to talk about it around it. I didn't want to go too long, too much, too far over 20 minutes. Um, and that's what it is, man. So y'all already know what's going on. And like I said, I'm gonna be dropping a lot more of these spiritual videos in between me doing videos every Sunday and so on. So any other topics that has to do, that's related around spirituality and stuff that y'all want me to talk about, be sure to let me know. As far as the sacrifice series videos, I have a lot of requests, so I really don't need no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got a lot. But anyway, um, y'all already know what's going on, man. It's Black Balloon, man. Hope y'all having a good day, and I'm gonna see y'all soon.